Jersey Sports Zone's coverage of St. John Vianney is brought to you by Paver Restoration. Jersey Sports Zone's coverage of St. John Vianney is being brought to you by BCB Bayshore, your community bank. Jersey Sports Zone's coverage of St. John Vianney is being brought to you by BCB Bayshore, your community bank. Jersey Sports Zone's coverage of Rumson Fair Haven is being brought to you by ServPro of Eatontown Long Branch. We have got a heavyweight matchup at Rutgers on Saturday afternoon. The RFH Bulldogs and St. John Vianney, the Lancers, on a 34-game win streak against shore opponents. Vianney gets the ball first and goes right to work. Hazik Daniels steps back to Zaire Sterling in the open, 39 yards into Rumson territory. And the Lancers get on the scoreboard as Daniels fakes the handoff to Johnny Buchanan, and he finds a lane down the sideline. Hazik Daniels into the zone, 7-0 SJV less than 3 minutes into the game. Rumson gets the ball back, and they're right on the move. This is Pete Lucas. He gets the carry, and he trucks his way for 27 yards. He's into SJV territory, and that's just the start of a big game for Pete Lucas. 4 plays later, the Bulldogs are going to get some points on the scoreboard. Donovan Brennan, the jet sweep. He breaks a couple tackles, and yes, indeed, Brennan in the zone, 26 yards. We're all tied up at 7 with 7:22 to go in the first. Late second quarter now. Daniels to Nick DiGennaro for the first down grab. Move those chains at the Rumson 35. Then Daniels makes another big play. This, the dual threat quarterback, getting into the zone from 15 yards out. 14-7 St. John Vianney at the half. Second half action, it's Dan Harvey on third down. Ian O'Connor, look what I found on this deflection. Great concentration there. A huge first down at the 42-yard line to keep the drive going. And here comes the equalizer. Pete Lucas, 4 yards out. We're tied up at 14 with 6:20 to go in the third quarter. Now, we fast forward to under a minute to go in the third. Daniels cranks back, launches this one way downfield. Sam East, go and get it. Wow, what a gorgeous catch by Sam East. But the drive would stall. On 4th and 3, the Bulldogs step up. That's Gordon Forsythe and Elijah McAllister teaming up for the stop. So the Bulldogs take over at their own 28. And the Pete Lucas show continues. Look at Lucas go. Oh, that's an awesome cutback right there. 48 yards for Pete Lucas down to the 24-yard line. RFH is in business. And a minute and a half later, it's time for Harvey to strike. He finds Alex Maljan in the flat. Maljan turns on the afterburners. 24-yard touchdown. Rumson has a 21-14 lead with 9:10 to go. And the RFH Dog Pound traveling up to Piscataway. They love it. Here's SJV on a 4th down conversion. Johnny Buchanan bounces outside past the pile. Buchanan, 56 yards. Oh, wow, that is a huge play for Johnny Buchanan. We're tied up at 21. St. John Vianney would miss a field goal to take the lead, so we're still tied at 21. It's Harvey to Ian O'Connor. Again, a 17-yard gain. And now the stage is set for Rumson to take the lead thanks to the speedy Pete Lucas. I don't know if enough people are talking about this Pete Lucas. He's the real deal, 52 yards. Are you kidding me? 28-21, we got 3:08 to go. And so Rumson is thinking about ending that streak. But hold everything. This St. John Vianney team has time to work with. Johnny Buchanan, another key 4th down conversion. So under a minute to go. Daniels throws a gorgeous ball. Sam East has got it. And get ready for some extra football at Rutgers. We're going to overtime, tied at 28. Derek Sininsky and Jerry Schulte, 2 fantastic coaches getting ready for some extra football. After a Zaire Sterling TD taken off the board, Hazik Daniels tries to make a play on 3rd down. He's out of bounds at the 3-yard line. So now it's SJV turning to the foot of Will Foreman. It's a low kick, but it's good to go. 22-yard field goal makes it 31-28. So, Rumson needs a field goal to force double overtime, a touchdown to win. Harvey on third down, sees nothing, rolls out. Johnny Buchanan comes up with a big quarterback sack, so it's 4th and long from the 16-yard line, and Rumson is going to try and go for the win. Pete Lucas in at quarterback from the Wildcat. He tries to throw the game-winning touchdown, but it's broken up, and that will do it. What a phenomenal football game at Rutgers. St. John Vianney's win streak is now at 35 in the Shore Conference, but it didn't come easy. Rumson Fair Haven falls in overtime 31-28. That game was an absolute treat to watch, and that really showcases the top of the ladder when it comes to Shore Conference football. Rumson Fair Haven has won 4 straight sectional championships, and they proved that the next time they'll go back to Rutgers, it may be a very different result. St. John Vianney is now perfect at 6-0. Sam East had 6 catches for 110 yards, and that game-tying touchdown. Hazik Daniels threw for 178 yards and a score. He also rushed for 2 touchdowns with 76 more yards on the ground. What a football game. Jay Cook was able to be there for every single play. He gets post-game reaction from victorious St. John Vianney.
Well, this was, first off, hats off to Rumson coming out, really playing great football, hard football. You know, they didn't make a lot of mistakes, and they capitalized when we made mistakes. So that last drive, you know, our defense has been in that situation a few times. Last year against Middletown South, towards the end of the game, and we just bought in, you know, like, we didn't end up scoring there in overtime, so we knew we had to, they couldn't get a single point, so everyone just did their job, and we're glad that it worked out the way it did.
Well, it was a big win. A lot of people thought we were going to come in here and lose, and we came in here and made a statement. We're not ranked in the state, and we wanted to show everybody that we're the real deal, and we're a team to be reckoned with.